What's going on, everyone? Back with another video. So Jasmine Lane just reposted something here from Marty up north. I'm sure you guys have all heard of him. Does a podcast very often with Clyde Do Something. I'm sure you've heard of him as well. If not, go check them out on X as well as YouTube and give them a like, a sub, a follow, whatever you can. So he says, I've had my morning coffee, but I'm still pissed off. The Liberals have definitely adopted a scorched earth policy. There's no other explanation. So this is a few minutes long here. Let's have a look at it, and then we'll talk about it after like usual. But before we do, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help grow the channel, and I appreciate you guys so much for doing that for me.
Me and Clyde had our show last night, and I was gone for a week, come back out of the woods, and the country's a shit show. The country is just, like, it just never ends. It's a shit show after shit show after shit show in this country, in Canada. Interest rates are high, inflation is high, the economy's stalling, the Bank of Canada can't see through the cloud, they don't know what's going on, we don't have a deal with Trump, Carney's walking around, making bullshit announcements all over the place, giving a break to the PEI on their bridge tolls, ignoring what's going on in Alberta. It doesn't even look like Carney's trying to do anything, quite honestly. And then yesterday he comes out with this doozy where, if Palestine follows a couple of conditions, which I think are irrelevant anyways, he's gonna recognize the state of Palestine at the upcoming UN assembly in September. So it's like, what the hell is he doing, right? And then this morning, Trump wakes up and Trump is texting saying that Carney's moves to recognize Palestine is going to hinder his efforts to get a deal. I mean, you get a deal first and then maybe you do your virtue signaling after, but not before. And me and Clyde were talking about this, and when you put it all together, it really does appear as if the Liberals are doing a scorched earth policy. They're going to drive us into the ground. They're going to destroy the economy absolutely, completely. Rather than like piecemeal, Carney's been saying, there were bad policies. I reversed the carbon tax. I did this. I did that. So he's reversing bad Liberal policies. What he should admit is that the Liberals of the last 10 years were terrible, and their policies got us in a world of shit. What's another example of a policy? Oh, there's no business case for LNG. Meanwhile, we just sold our first LNG, and there was a business case, I can tell you. And then Korea is going gangbusters buying LNG, and so is everybody else. So, like, the Liberals were wrong on everything in the last decade. Wrong on everything. Wrong on climate change, wrong on DEI policies. I mean, we saw that yesterday, the advertising with American Eagle, like shitty advertising.
By the way, did you guys see all that? I was thinking about covering it too, along with the whole Justin Trudeau, Katy Perry stuff, but really don't want to get into like celebrity gossip stuff too much, but since it was brought up. What do you guys think about that? I'm sure you saw the whole Sydney Sweeney, I have good genes, or she's doing an advertisement for American Eagle. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. The woke mob is going absolutely nuts, and I'm sure you've seen it, and I love to hear what you guys have to say about it.
Advertising is gone. We're back to good advertising. DEI is gone. Net zero's gone. The Liberals will have to reverse their electric vehicle mandates. Everything they've bet on, they've been wrong. But rather than admit that they were wrong about all those things, they're going scorched earth, and they're going to completely continue to destroy our economy so that they can blame Donald Trump. That's
the most important part of this video. The economy is going to crash. I don't care what people say about forecasts and, we're on track to do even better in the second quarter. Great. Eventually, in the next few years, unless something drastic changes, we're going to collapse. When Mark Carney sees his popularity soar, even without a deal, and the fact that he can say, well, every time something goes wrong, it's Trump's fault, he doesn't want the deal. Because when something bad happens with the economy, well, come on, guys, not my fault, it's Trump's fault. And all the sheep are going to believe him. It's helping him politically. The economy crashes, Trump's fault. Not enough houses are getting built, Trump's fault. I fell down the stairs, Trump's fault. And the clapping seals that are liberal Canadians, especially liberal Eastern female boomers like Marty is about to bring up here, those are the ones who are overwhelmingly voting for this nonsense. Not all of you. There's a lot of people who are boomers are my subscribers as well. And the plebs and Clydes and Northern Perspectives, and we have a lot of boomer followers. But a majority of your colleagues, your peers, are liberal voters, especially out east. Again, I have family members who are boomers who live out east. They vote conservative. But that's not the norm. If you're over 60 years of age, or like 60, whatever it qualifies to be officially to be a boomer, you're overwhelmingly, especially if you're female, overwhelmingly voting for the Liberal Party. And those are the same ones who are going to continue to vote. They're going to keep outvoting us, and that's another big problem. Young people, especially young men, need to get out and vote more. Elderly women are the biggest voting bloc. Young men, the lowest. So you can see how that's hurting us. Young men need to start waking up. And I think they are starting to wake up. But not enough of them are yet. Not enough to get any change done. And they're going to be the ones who continue, the older female liberal boomers are going to be the ones who will always blame Trump no matter what. You can see it all over Twitter. Just never Polyev this. Polyev's just like Trump, anti-Trump. Trump Trump is just living in their head rent free. I don't think they understand it because Trump likes that. That makes him very happy that he's pissing so many people off. But like I said, the more we go without a deal and the worse things get, and the more that Carney uses Trump as a scapegoat, that's very good for him politically. Why would he want to change? Why would he want a deal? Unless he gets like an incredible deal to make himself look good, which is not going to happen. But there's no incentive for him to get a deal done. Especially when he's got the scapegoat.
What they're going to do. They got a boogeyman next door.
That's right.
And they're going to blame Donald Trump. So everything, they're going to continue down this terrible path just to spite themselves so that they can blame Donald Trump. Meanwhile, we're going to sit here as Canadians and we're going to watch Donald Trump lower their interest rate, kickstart their economy to a level that we've never, ever seen before. It's going to be glorious for the Americans. And they're going to go this way, and we're going to go down this way. And we're going to blame Donald Trump for our woes. That's what the Liberals are doing. There's no other explanation, folks. There's no other explanations.
That's right.
So for you elbows up crowd out there, I have no pity for you. None whatsoever. If you're a boomer in this country and an Easterner and you work in the auto sector or the government, or if you're one of those people, because Canada's economy is amazingly resilient thanks to a couple of things. Thank God we have oil. Thank God we have gas. Thank God we have lumber and coal and potash and some minerals. And thank God we have people willing to work and get their hands dirty to extract those resources. So our economy is amazingly resilient. But the parts of because of those things, but it can only sustain people so long. So the economy is going to continue to crash, and people out east, you boomers out east, you auto workers, you manufacturers, you people in the insurance industry, you people in government, you're going to suffer, and you will get zero sympathy from me, especially as an Albertan, because you voted for this and you get what you deserve. So elbows up, folks. You get what you deserve.
Sorry about that. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Just had a sneezing attack there. Okay. But yeah, either way, I agree completely with Marty. 100%. And I also have no pity. I mean, how could you have pity for people who are willingly voting for the same party that continue to destroy things just over and over again? 1 time, 2 times, 3 times was enough. Now it's 4 times. And there's going to be people who vote for it a 5th time. Like, what are you supposed to do? Keep feeling bad for people who make the same mistakes over and over again? I can't do it. Marty can't either, and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. So let me know what you guys think. Please don't be shy. And I'll be back shortly with a new one.